Welcome back to another episode of
I'm champion.
Got your boy Isaac,
Josh,
JJ,
Aaron.
So today we're going to be going over the first round of the draft. Biggest winners and losers of the first round. So I'll go ahead and pass this around. Josh, who do you think is the biggest winner of the NFL first round?
Well, the fucking Jets, I think. I mean, they already kind of won going into the draft just based off how many picks they got.
Yeah.
And somehow, I don't think they fucked it up. I mean, let's see. We've got
David Bailey.
Oh, I'm on second round.
Sadiq.
And Sadiq, and they got Omar Cooper Jr. too.
I was already almost home yesterday. Like we left. We left after right before the Texans pick. I think something. We left after the Steelers pick, so like mid-20s or like early 20s. Sorry.
22.
Yeah. And I get home and I like shower and all that, and like y'all or someone sent like a text. It was just like the Jets traded up for 29 and got Cooper Jr. I'm like, wow. They had a great first round. Like, yeah, that's two offensive guys, and then Bailey, which, you know, a lot of people were wishy-washy on, but like they got him, and honestly, we all said like they needed everything, and they kind of addressed like a wide receiver, a tight end, and an edge rusher. Like that's a good start already. Obviously, like they have a lot of like building blocks to go, but like yeah, and I think them getting Cooper Jr. and Sadiq will make Garrett Wilson happy. Because that dude just been like on a lonely island by himself in New York for a couple years now. So, but yeah, I'm along with them. Obviously, like the New York Football Giants, they definitely had a great draft. Obviously, Evan is not here right now, but he kind of had like mixed feelings about what they did. But overall, like they got protection for Jackson Dart, who clearly like wasn't sliding last season and getting hurt and concussed and all that. And then they added like another weapon as well. So like. I don't know. It'll be that division is gonna be interesting because
they got Arvell Reese.
Yeah. Oh right. On the defense. Sorry. But like we talked about that last night. Like they have Reese, they have Brian Burns, they got Abdul Carter last year. So like yeah, and then they still have Thibodeau. Like that's a crazy defense.
Even then like they like I think both those guys that they got, both Reese and how do you even say? Malgoa?
Yeah, the guard.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I think like from what I was reading, and I don't know about all these guys as much as a lot of y'all do, but like they seemed like they were ranked like possibly like top edge rusher, top tackle in the draft.
Oh no, for sure.
So I mean that's just to get both of those guys at what the 5 and the 10. Mm-hmm. I mean that's pretty impressive.
Louis Riddick said last night, like post draft on ESPN, that like that Francis guy, the guard, I cannot say his last name, but like his comparison was to like Penei Sewell. So like if the Giants can get someone like Penei Sewell, then they're in a great position already to like move themselves forward. And obviously like Harbaugh is like the type of guy like he wants to get like these big pieces to build on with the future. So like I think they did that as far as like just to start off. But as far as like those were all the winners, but like who do we think like the biggest losers are? Go ahead. He already was ready.
Bro hit the WWE real quick.
Bro, what? The biggest loser of the draft? The Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
How the hell do you...
I think I got one better.
How do you bring in Trey Benson last year, right? And then you re-sign James Conner to a restructured contract.
I didn't even realize they re-signed James Conner. Yeah. I must have missed that. But
yeah, so now...
And they brought in, what's his face?
Bam Knight.
And they got they did bring in somebody else.
Oh, Algier. Yes.
Yeah,
you're
Tyler
right.
Algier. Yeah. So now you have four running backs in that RB room. It's like, I understand Jeremiah Love's like probably like the best prospect out there, but they should have gone Francis Malgoa. And that's what they needed to fix their O-line. Instead, they decided to go running back. It was the best running back in the draft, but still, at the same time, like, you did not need him.
With no line to run behind.
No line. You could have gone defense. So that's my biggest loser. Yeah. Outside of them, the only other people that I could say...
L.A. Rams.
I don't know about that.
No, L.A. Rams, bro. Have you seen Sean McVay's interviews since?
I did.
Okay, but like the thing about that is like a lot of people are saying like it's kind of like a misleading thing.
But this is my... They have Stafford for probably one more year.
Oh yeah,
they're in like a win now mode.
Yeah.
They want to win another championship with him before he goes.
Before he goes out. Yeah.
You don't do that by getting like I understand long term. We won't know if it's really a win or a loss until we were further down the road. We see,
agree. Yeah,
he's training under one of the best guys in the NFL. So, like, in terms of people that you could learn under, I can't really think of anyone else that I would choose in terms of, like, mentors. Mm-hmm. You've got Mendoza is about to be, with Kirk Cousins now. I mean, and that in itself, that wholesome duo, God bless them. But I don't know. The Rams needed pieces on their defense. I know they've signed some guys for their secondary, but like they were getting absolutely toasted last year, and like there was a lot of good depth pieces that they could have gone and gotten, and they. It's just kind of in terms of, if I'm looking at it from the organization standpoint, it's like they're not putting the faith in them that they're going to win it this year.
Mm-hmm. They traded for Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, but that's one guy.
I was going to say, what if it's a possible scenario where they're trying to make a trade, like they're just grabbing him for now and then obviously set themselves up for an opportunity in the near future. It could be. It's just a theory, obviously, but we never know.
Yeah.
We never know. But honestly, I would say biggest loser is probably, man, that's tough because it's like I want to say Steelers, but we only got one pick, and he's an offensive tackle, so I hope he does well. We'll be watching, Max. No, he is. Honestly, he has really good. He's performed really well in the last two seasons that he played. The last 2 seasons, and then he's a late bloomer also. He started playing as a junior, so so hopefully he can get in the game and get some experience, and if we get Aaron Rodgers back, which I hope we don't, he'll at least be a little bit more well protected, maybe an extra second or so. So we'll see. But
I got one. Another biggest loser. Just out of principle, it's got to be the Dallas Cowboys. No, I hate that they had a good draft, they got Downs, and then they got Lawrence, and they tried to replace one Lawrence with another. Mm-hmm. After he went and got a Super Bowl ring without him. So
I got another biggest loser for you.
Go on.
The New England Patriots. They drafted Caleb Lomu.
Oh, I saw that.
And after seeing that man dance, I was like, he's going to be the one protecting Drake May. On top of that, they just got Will Campbell.
Swift feet.
Oh boy, that was atrocious. It was hard to watch. But not only that, it's like you just drafted Will Campbell, number 4 overall last year.
Yeah, but
and then you turn around. I know Will Campbell.
He had it tough. He had a tough first season.
I mean that playoff run, like he was going up against top dogs.
Mm-hmm. No, that was just unfortunate on his part.
So it was rough, but I mean on top of that, it's like, yeah, no. Honestly, it's just fuck the Patriots at this point too. Like I hate them with a passion.
Sounds like a burning. I was gonna say it sounds like a burning passion there.
Yeah. So that's more so how I feel about that. But honestly, another big winner in the draft, honestly, the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been the shitty teams. The shitty teams have actually been doing good. Like they've been making, between the Jets, the Giants, the Browns, the Cowboys, shitty teams all around.
Yeah, I mean, they drafted Spencer Fano. They got Casey Concepcion, another weapon. I'm like, hey, the shitty teams are kind of on the come up this draft. Like
they're trying to change the narrative.
Yeah, as they should be too, because like, damn, like this draft was kind of interesting. Obviously, like a lot of the talent, I knew most of it, but I didn't just like deep dive into it like I normally do with the draft. And I know next year has like a bunch of crazy amount of quarterbacks, and obviously a bunch of teams are waiting for that now. But like the Browns, for example, like everyone kind of kept joking like, oh, are they just gonna get another quarterback? But no, they're building at least for whoever their starter is gonna be next year. Mm-hmm. This year is kind of like, is it Deshaun Watson or is it Shedeur? And even then, after that, it could be another rookie in a year, which is kind of crazy. But like, at least they're building for like whoever it's gonna be eventually. But I mean, at the same time, it's the Browns. Like, some crazy shit could happen in a year from now, and like they're back to square one. But as far as like the other teams, like the Jets and the Giants, the Jets probably are still kind of far away because like they're Division 2. Like they're not. I don't think they're going to compete in that division anytime soon. Maybe for like another 2 years. But the Giants, and like you might agree with this too, but like, yeah, the Cowboys got defense, but like the Pickens situation, that could fuck them.
Yeah.
Like that could literally fuck them. And then like the Eagles, the Giants, the Commanders are all just gonna swoop in and be like, hey, we got better in the offseason. We picked up these guys in the draft, and then like boom, like, and then the Cowboys could just be gone after that type of thing. That's kind of how I see it, how it's going. Because the Eagles, like y'all are already set. Like sure, AJ Brown might get shipped off, but you literally secured a new wide receiver. You got a couple in free agency. The Commanders picked up what's his name, Rashad White. It sounds like they might get Ayuk. It's still kind of up in the air. Even if they don't, hopefully they get a receiver in the later rounds or maybe free agency.
I mean, the Commanders just got Sonny Styles too, though. So
Defensively, like third.
Their linebackers are about to be insane.
No,
What's
for
the guy's
sure.
name that they have?
Frankie Louvu?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they're about to be...
So like, just talking about y'all's division real quick, like that. Obviously, it's always competitive, or like. It has ups and downs, but like after the draft right now, at least the first round, like like I'm kind of interested what happens, especially just with Jackson Dart. Like year 2 for him or year 3? Okay, year 2. Okay, sorry, but like like that's gonna be interesting. A healthy Neighbors, and now you have like Scatterbo. They got another offensive lineman. Like everyone kept saying, like, oh, get Jeremiah Love, but like the lineman part was honestly smart. And then like we were saying, the defense, like that's just gonna spice things up now. Just for the whole NFC, honestly, because I feel like their defense could knock off a couple of teams just throughout the season, and that's going to change so much. So, but yeah.
All right, hold on.
Go ahead.
Bring it over here. The stick of truth has been handed to me. So, and we talked about this a little bit beforehand. Steelers were about to get Mekhi Lemon. I don't know if y'all seen the video. He was on the phone. Who comes in? Howie.
Yep.
Howie Roseman, best GM in the whole NFL.
That's hard to deal with, honestly. I mean,
Well,
what are you supposed to do?
right.
Everybody loves the guy.
I think it's one of those things. Like I think they just weren't expecting it, right? Like they because I mean they I don't think they were expecting the fucking Cowboys to trade with the Eagles.
No, not at all.
Right? Like that doesn't, the last time that happened, they got Smith. Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time this happened. And honestly, that's who I would compare Lemon to. They honestly have a kind of a similar game.
Oh no, them two now is going to be interesting, dude. And
Yeah.
You got Hollywood Brown, I think.
Yes, Hollywood Brown and I think Wicks. Was it Wicks, I think? Dontavian Wicks.
And they got Elijah Moore.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's kind of like
Yeah, he's just there.
you gotta have guys that are he's a locker room guy,
But honestly, looking at the whole situation with the Steelers, I mean, it was in a sense of we need offensive. Yeah, no, we needed offensive tackle because, I mean, I really don't like Aaron Rodgers as playing for us. His career was phenomenal, but it's just he doesn't have time to throw the ball, and he's one of the quickest of getting the ball out. Like literally, I don't remember what the timing was. I don't want to lie, but in a sense, he had no time to process or think, or even like most of the plays honestly didn't develop. He was just kind of. It was a lot of slants, quick routes. We really didn't have a lot of deep balls last season. So honestly, could we have used a receiver? Yes, I mean, would have been beneficial. Yes, but if he can't hold the ball for more than two pats, we're cooked. Honestly.
At the same time, though, I think the drugs slowed him down.
Bro, you go in a freaking hiatus like every year, and just every drug out there, you're gonna come back a little mind boggled. So
it takes its toll.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean. I don't know what they called it, the dark room or whatever that he would go into. That shit's just crazy to me because most players would not be playing if that happened. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
He did a lot of things that slid, which is why I don't really, want him on our team. I mean, he gets away with a lot of stuff. Right. So, but as far as just playing, he's still got an arm and he still has an IQ. But I mean, dude, he's literally like he can't move. It's like running with 2 sandbags in his pocket. He just is stuck. He just falls over. Like it's bad. So honestly, I think the offensive tackle. I hope they draft another one because like we were saying earlier, Broderick Jones. His first 2 seasons were not anything, to be honest. Like and Max, they're thinking about putting him on the left side. They said he shows talent to be on that left side. So hopefully that'll help us.
Yeah, y'all need it. I mean, I feel like y'all are entering a rebuild now too.
No, that's what I 100% agree. Like we are in full rebuild mode. At least to me. Like I mean, you toss our coach, you give us terrible quarterback, then you give us the Cowboys weak coach. Like let's be honest. Like it's not looking good. So. We're looking like Detroit maybe like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I hope that we can stay on the up. It'd be nice.
I just had to talk about the light skinned duo. My boy Jordan Tyson. I was honestly a little upset Sonny Styles went right before.
Yeah.
Because I wanted him on the Saints. Now that we lost Demario Davis, but
I was gonna ask what you were thinking on it.
I'm not gonna lie, like it kind of made me mad because Jordan Tyson is such a similar player to Chris Olave. But at the same time, like I feel like Chris Olave still being our number 1, Jordan Tyson's gonna be that perfect complement.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw him get drafted though to the Saints, I said, "Oh, he getting shucked tonight. He getting shucked tonight." So you know what? I'm not even mad at it, my boy.
But see, you're giving. I mean, you have faith in Tyler Shuck, and I don't blame you. Like I wanted the fantasy championship last year with him, so like he's okay in my book. So, I mean, you're giving him more weapons. You're giving him more weapons. Right?
And I'm not even mad at it. The O-line looks good. They signed David Edwards from the Bills.
Yeah.
So, like, that O-line looks solidified. My only problem is the defense. We definitely need more help. We need a linebacker.
Y'all could be spicy last year. It was kind of like, it was...
It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad defense.
Yeah.
They were middle of the pack last year. I think they were like 16th or 15th overall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we weren't a bad defense. The Saints are looking on the come up. I don't know, man. That boy Jordan Tyson, as long as him and Olave can stay healthy, honestly, somebody getting shucked tonight.
If Olave can perform, I mean, obviously he performs every year, to be honest. But if he can keep that consistency, I mean, that's just going to open up more for Young Bucks to come in and make some plays.
But this was like one of his healthiest seasons he's had. Right?
Yeah, honestly.
I think that was one of those things, like, I didn't touch him in fantasy football in any of my leagues because I was like, this motherfucker's 1 concussion away from retirement.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't.
Well, that's because Derek Carr was out here throwing him suicide pills.
That's true.
So, you know what? Thank you, Carr, for getting the fuck out of there. Because I was so ready for your ass to be gone. I was like, you hurting my sweet prince.
It's crazy because I thought Derek Carr would come in and, like, I thought he would show life, in the city. I thought he was going to change some things, but he kind of went there and did the same shit he did in Vegas. So
trust me, I try to have the same.
He's like, I had the same hope.
The same hope. I saw those first 2 weeks, and boy, did he blind me with that shit. Because then after that, it was just a rundown of ass.
Yeah.
I was like, boy, you playing like David.
Yeah.
But that looks like they're on the come up. So I just got we got your opinions on the Steelers. I need your opinions on these Eagles.
Well, okay, so it's still like, where I guess you said what's the date for the dead cap? You said
June 1st.
June 1st, right? So I mean that makes sense. That's when they're probably going to end up trading him. And so that's kind of I just don't know. I was expecting like something to happen before the draft, but I didn't factor that part into it. But that makes sense. They are already kind of one of the they're pushing it already with what they're paying everybody. Because they've signed most of the key pieces on that team outside of some of these guys on their rookie deals. But, I mean, I'm happy with Lemon. I mean, it's one of those things. I feel like he's a good fit for Philly, I mean, dude looked like he was on drugs whenever they brought him up there. He's like, his head's going all around. Like, he already got, like, the fentanyl lean going. But, like, but Philly will embrace that as long as if he is what he says he is, and he goes out there and he plays like a dog. And from everything I've seen of him, the dude was borderline the top receiver in the draft.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people didn't like him for his like character issues, right? That ain't a problem for Philly.
Yeah. And now y'all got 2 Biletnikoff.
They're just gonna show him that brother love.
No, hey, right. No, they're both dogs. So I mean, I'm happy with that. And then they in the second round just got Eli Stowers, tight end from Vanderbilt.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The Eagles just got him?
Yeah, second round.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
he was like a top tight end outside of Sadiq.
Yeah.
Yes, no, apparently we were in the mix to get Sadiq.
That's your Dallas Goedert.
He's not he's not really a blocking tight end, but like in terms of just having weapons, right?
If
like,
he can hold for 2 seconds and then get a quick route in, honestly, that'd do y'all really good.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Now it's like, okay, our O-line's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting them to take somebody in the O-line for the second round. So I was kind of surprised by this, but what happened?
Fuck Howie, bro.
What do you do now?
The Vikings are trading Pro Bowl outside linebacker Jonathan Grenard to the Eagles for 2 third-round picks.
Let's go. Howie Roseman.
Y'all get blessed every day, man.
I'll salute you.
Every day.
He's the best. He really is.
That's crazy.
That guy has been fast 5 years.
About Grenard last night too. Someone brought him up to me for some reason, but like that's crazy. He got traded again.
But yeah, no, I'm happy with what they're doing. I think it is going to be one of those things. Now they're kind of, if the O-line stays healthy, right, and now that some of them are getting older, Lane Johnson, it was kind of a question: is he even going to come back this year?
Right.
He's coming back, so. I think it will be an interesting year because I think it's going to be a lot more pressure on Jalen Hurts. Everybody keeps on talking about it. I think he's been playing fine. I think that the people just want shit to talk about, and everybody loves to talk shit about Philly, understandably.
I mean, he's going through another offensive coordinator. It's his sixth one in 6 seasons?
Yeah, he's had a different one every single season. And he's made it to 2 Super Bowls and won one of them. And then outperformed Patrick Mahomes in the other one, even though they lost.
Yeah, that's true.
So
him in both, really.
When he outside of like this last year, really, I mean, he's been pretty lights out in the playoffs. Yeah. And like some of the problems in that last game, I don't even think were necessarily on him. Honestly, AJ Brown was dropping balls right to his hands.
He's a really smart decision maker.
Yeah,
I've seen that multiple times. Like he knows how to make. He just guesstimates the right decision at the right time. So it's hard to do. I agree with you completely. I honestly think that I've always thought he's a great quarterback. Honestly, I know a lot of people didn't like him after the whole Alabama, like him getting pulled up. It was just too much like talk from people who are not actually playing. But he performs every time. I mean, the fact that he can use his legs and he has a great arm. I mean, it's not a cannon, but like it's gonna get you the ball, and it's considerably accurate. So I don't see why he gets a lot of hate. To be honest with you, I think he's a good quarterback. If you want to ship him, we'd love to have him.
I'm sure you would.
We'd love to have him, but honestly, I agree with you. He gets a lot of slack.
All right, but now let's talk about the Texans. So obviously, I prayed just get an O lineman, just corn-fed white boy. Like I said, from the north, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio. I've lived in all those places. I know what it takes, and they got one. I couldn't be more happy. And like I said, shout out Rutledge. You're a dog. I've seen the tape. I've seen you with blood on your face, like Brian Cushing in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we want. But
he's got that JJ Watt energy.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. But as of a couple hours ago, the second round, we got someone from the homeland, from Ohio State. Shout out. So like Mr. McDonald. So like that's what I'm saying. Like the Tech, I'm glad that the Texans are at least addressing like kind of both sides of the ball. Obviously, everyone's going to be focused on get CJ help, get him protection. We have done that in the offseason. So now it's just about like him proving it. We got a new running back. So, like, I don't know. This is kind of like, obviously, it's a prove-it year for him because they took his 5th-year option, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So.
And they're on the clock again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for real?
They're on the clock
right now.
Oh, let me know.
With the 59th pick.
Let me know. Okay, but no.
Yeah.
So, as far as the Texans go,
what do you feel they need to address now at this point?
Oh, man.
since they addressed the D tackle
They got
and they got an
D-tackle.
offensive guard, they've addressed the O-line in the offseason. So I feel like at this
about
point,
linebacker or
I was about to say
safety?
linebacker.
I'll say because y'all safety is
Reed Blankenship,
We got
Kalen
Blankenship.
Bullock,
Yeah.
and Jalen Petrie.
The secondary.
I was about to
is
say, the
fine,
secondary is
Yeah,
just
secondary is good.
Okay,
yeah, now it's
now,
linebacker.
Listen, look at this shit. This is on the NFL app. Needs O-line, D-line, linebacker, and then it says cornerback and edge
For the Texans?
for the Texans.
No, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's
work.
crazy.
That's like ooh, NFL.
That analyst needs to be
Yeah,
fired.
NFL.
He needs to be
What-
fired.
Dude.
Whoever the analyst is, he's got to go.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Stingley, Lassiter,
Yeah.
trash. Will Anderson,
That's crazy.
trash. Danielle Hunter,
crazy,
trash.
man.
Awful. Awful. Don't eat them.
We're about to get hella views right
I
now.
don't know.
Oh, no trash, bro. Texas finna jump in the chat.
But-
Hey, but at this point, you know who they could go after? And I like what it says. It says best available, Jermod McCoy out of
Oh,
Tennessee.
he's still there.
That would,
He's
yeah.
still-
Oh yeah, no, then definitely.
The pick is in. So
Oh,
we're just
that'd be
waiting to see
awesome.
it.
No, let us know. Like I said, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pick for them.
But, okay.
Because CJ Allen's gone. And I would
But-
like to have him, but.
As far as the Texans in the division goes, like I don't what the
Or
Ti-
Anthony Hill. They can go Anthony Hill out of Texas.
Oh shit! Okay, but as much as obviously the Titans got a Cardinal Tate last night, and they were all raving about that. But the first thing I saw was what's Tate gonna do when Lassiter across the field from him, or like you know. So I'm like, that's true. Like Tate's my boy, like Ohio State, but like when you
Marlon
go against the
Klein.
Texans
Last
defense,
the
like
problem, yeah.
Marlon Klein, tight end, Michigan.
we got a tight end.
Yeah.
We really didn't need another tight end.
Damn, I kind of wish we got the tight end from Ohio State then. Damn.
I'm not familiar with his game.
Yeah.
I don't know this guy, but
But
like
he's a big motherfucker.
6'6", 250.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
dude.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, there's your
Alright.
blocking tight end.
We still have Schultz and Stover.
Yeah.
Both of them. Okay.
I mean, I have not really, but you know what? Honestly, I don't hate this. I don't know this guy's game, but I don't really hate it because I feel like Schultz is extremely overrated.
Yeah.
The guy is slow as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honest-
he'll catch the ball if you
Yeah.
throw it to him. He
Yeah.
he has good hands.
Let's be
and I
real
like
for
it.
it.
He has good like anime and video game taste, and for that I respect you, sir. But he's getting up there in age, and like I honestly just have not seen anything from Cade Stover where I'm just like, oh no, this is the guy.
So
gonna
the tight end that Ohio State just had this past season is definitely better than Stover by like a long Max Clare. So that's kind of what I was hoping you were about to say that we drafted.
Well, here's what I'll say about the Michigan tight end. Sorry, I was just trying to get you in that.
Okay, yeah,
angle.
give us some stats.
So, this guy's a bum.
What?
6'6", 250?
6'6", 250. In his college career, in 3 years, he put up 24 catches for 248 total yards and 1 single touchdown. So this dude must be.
I think it's live visibility restricted.
Well, either way, this dude must be a blocker. He must be a hell of a blocker. And that's what we must have gotten him for, because I don't really know much about him. So Marlon Klein, I hope that you're just a blocker and you're going to help my boy CJ, because I don't know what you're going to be doing out there. I know it's not going to be catching passes.
If we've been honest, I mean, let's be honest about Schultz for a second. When he played with Dallas,
He was a dog.
he was pretty good. He took a chance and bet on himself, and he found out how good he actually is. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be there, but I just can't see it. I can't see him staying around too much longer.
I think that he at least has like another year on his contract. I want to say they extended him this in the offseason this year.
He ain't tradable.
No, right. It's true.
That's all.
I was honestly a little upset when they extended him. To be honest, like I
mean, don't get me wrong. I give him average, maybe slightly
Right.
above average on some games, but he's never gonna be your every down tight end.
But there's so many good free agent tight ends out there. Like likely
Exactly.
we could have traded for Kyle Pitts. Like
yes.
there's a bunch of different scenarios. There's tight ends in the draft like Sadiq obviously, but like I don't know. We didn't extending him just kind of tells me like we weren't trying to take that next step like in that position. Because like if you have a tight end that's like a hybrid, like a receiver and a tight end
Yes.
/ blocker, then like you're set. Like you know what I mean. And that's kind of what we need right now, honestly.
Yep.
Cause like someone for like when CJ's under pressure, he has to throw quick. all right, someone
to help move the sticks.
Exactly, yeah, or someone to block because when CJ actually decides to run, but like, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. But like, I don't know, Schultz and to Stover to that point, like neither of them like move that needle for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I really thought Cade Stover would take that next step this past season.
Yeah.
And he's really not looking like that guy for us. There's plenty of other options out there, I think. As far as the tight end goes, I mean, I'm sure there's still a couple free agents. Like, at this point, I'm sure Mercedes Lewis still out there. Yeah. Like, that boy.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop.
He'll get you a few solid touchdowns. He's reliable.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to be an every down tight end, but that's fine. We don't need an every down tight end at this point. With the receiving core we got, Cook Knee Tank Dell coming back.
Yeah. Hey, I hope. You know, like the guy's, he's likable. You got the whole thing with him and Stroud coming in together, being friends. I
hope that's going to be a game changer, but obviously we're going to have to wait and see what
honestly, I hope he recovers well, and I hope he can gain that electricity back, but that's hard to come back from, to be fair.
Serious injuries. Serious injuries.
It is. Like I said, I mean, I'm hoping Tank Dell comes back as that player again, but it's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. But even then, I mean, like the rookies that we got last year, Jalen Noel and Jaden Higgins, they looked really solid.
They looked solid.
Yeah.
And them complimenting Nico Collins, so even with that, even with us losing Christian Kirk, I mean, that's fine, right? I mean, I think they still have Braxton Berrios, who was solid whenever he came in.
I don't think so.
I wasn't too sure.
I don't think he's here anymore.
But I mean, either way, the receiving core looks fine. I'm not even worried about that. And then with the emergence of Woody Marks and then bringing in Montgomery.
Yeah.
I
mean, gotta say it, right? Like, this is I think, on paper at least, the best that our O-line has looked in I can't remember how long.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right? Like, they've made, like, what, 2 trades? They've gotten, what's his face from the Cleveland? They've got Teller.
Wyatt Teller.
And then from Indy as well.
Smith, I think it's who was, or no. We got Braden Smith.
Braden Smith.
Honestly, I'd say this is their biggest opportunity to honestly take that next step.
Yeah.
Like, this is the time. Like, we were talking about with the Rams earlier, saying that, like, with Matt Stafford, this is their time. Like, they have, I mean, the defenses could get you to the playoffs alone, if we're being honest. But the offense, they got to take that next step. Stroud has to become. He's phenomenal, but he's got to become a better decision maker.
Yeah.
He has to become. I mean, I'm saying as a player overall, he's a great player, and he makes phenomenal choices sometimes. But it's just he's got to lock in. He's got to lock in. If they really want it, he's gonna have to make some changes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I will say though, he's been looking. I look like he lost some weight. Like, I've kind of seen him.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's slimmed up. He's looking like he's cut his hair off. That's you talk to any girl. He changed his hair. He's changing everything is different now. Everything is different. So
you got the light skinness out of him.
I cut my dreads.
Hey, right.
I was like, hey, we got to do better.
That's it. New character arc. New character arc.
Here on out, bro. We can't go down. It's only
I mean, I think the pieces are in place, right? Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know what else.
Just at this point, I just gotta make the right moves.
Bro, at this point, if Stroud starts balling out, JJ gonna end up cutting his dreads.
No, I mean,
keep him going.
Even getting that, arguably the best defensive tackle in the draft, right, in the second round. So like that guy is 6'2", 330 pounds, wide as fuck. Yeah. And he was, there's a lot of people in that Ohio State defense that, got drafted fast and early in this draft.
10 picks.
In the first 10, right. And yet, I mean, I was seeing some people say that, like, this guy was the one that was really the glue that was holding it all together, though. I mean, he, I think, had an insane amount of tackles, and he's sitting on the nose. Right? So, like, that's... But between that, if he can really end up being that guy and being like a solid, he just has to be a solid defensive tackle.
Right, yeah.
That's all we really need. If he could do anything better than that, watch out. Honestly, watch out. Seriously, watch out. Because, like, they're coming.
Performance out of him, honestly, that's only up from there.
I mean, Will Anderson Jr. just got paid. He's now the highest non-quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
And well-deserved.
Yeah.
Right?
Well-deserved,
Like,
honestly.
Myles Garrett may have led in sacks, but he led in pretty much anything else. Oh, here he goes. You got to show your butthole to the camera, bro. Don't be like that. Don't be that much of a cat.
Oh, there we go.
Oh God! Don't knock him over. Technical difficulties.
Man, you were talking about that Ohio State tight end, Max Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got drafted.
By who?
If you had to guess, who have we talked about a lot today?
The Jets?
Nope. The Rams.
Really? Oh, wow. Wow. That actually makes so much sense, too.
That's a good pickup.
Oh, wow. So they got a new quarterback and a new tight end for the future. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And
We keep talking about they need to prepare for the now moment. They're preparing for the future. Are they foreshadowing something?
That's why I feel like the whole McVay thing, like, oh, he didn't want Ty Simpson. Like, I feel like that's just him saying, like, I mean, like, sure, like, I'm going to help him work out, but, like, he's worried about winning another Super Bowl with Matt Stafford, sorry. So, like, anything in the future, like, one, McVay might not even be there when Ty Simpson eventually starts. Two, if he is, then, like, he'll worry about it then. But, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's easy for him to say, oh, we drafted this guy, cool, he'll be in my building, but, like, you know, he doesn't owe him anything right now. Like, Ty Simpson still has to show up and, like, prove himself.
I feel like with that, the reason why McVay's been giving those answers like that is because with the first round pick, you could have done something else, right? Like,
oh, for sure.
I mean, like
if you're in the like back to back, or if you're trying to get to the Super Bowl again and all that mode, then like you don't need to draft a quarterback with that pick at all. I agree.
I mean, they could have gone somewhere like linebacker or somewhere else, right? There's so many other options that you could have gone. You could have helped Jared Verse on the opposite
they got
end.
Jared Verse, like not even
Right, so you could have gotten another defensive end or an
Yeah.
edge rusher to solidify that defense. Because, yeah, they just traded for Trent McDuffie before or during the offseason. But, I mean, adding something else to that defense could definitely help because that offense is going to put up numbers regardless. You got Puka, crash out as he is, but
Rehab.
he's rehabbing. You got Devontae Adams.
Okay, now here's the question: does rehab make Puka better or worse?
Hopefully better, but probably worse.
Depends where the drugs perform. No, just kidding.
This is my last year being able to keep him in your league at the 4th round pick, and when I saw he went into rehab, I hate that. Like, you know, like the human in me is like, good for him. I'm glad for Puka, but then like the fantasy football fanaticist in me, I hate it. I'm a little ashamed to say. I was like, I feel like if he's not crashing out, is he really like a wide receiver 1? You know.
Is he worth it? Yeah, no.
I'm taking the gamble. I'm taking the gamble. Puka, I believe in you.
I still miss you, Puka. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see with what the needs are. I mean, what do you feel like your biggest needs are for the Eagles, at least at this point? I mean, I just got Jonathan Grenard, and y'all probably don't have too many more draft picks at this point. I mean, do you really feel like y'all need much else?
We just got. Well, I guess yeah. We got Eli Stowers too. I mean, I think honestly, depth at O-line. Because we've got the wide receivers covered. We've got the quarterback covered. We've got the running back covered. So I'd say maybe depth at O-line because a lot of those guys are getting older. I mean, I'm trying to even think of who. I think we lost one of our linebackers. Was it Nolan? No, is it Nolan Smith?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. So maybe tight end or linebacker, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be. I think we're fine in terms of like cornerbacks. Could probably use another safety, but I mean our line is fine. I'm not really worried about that. I mean between Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, just those 2 guys alone, having them on the same line is just disgusting. And now so. I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. You can never really get your hopes up too high as an Eagles fan. You know, we had our Cinderella run. I will be lucky if we see another one of those in my lifetime. I'm just happy I got to see it in person.
So now, Aaron, same question for you. Y'all definitely need a few more needs, but what do you think y'all need to address in the rest of this draft?
4 more offensive tackles would be nice because we can't hold a defensive line for more than like half a second, bro. It's atrocious. I mean, to be honest, I mean, obviously there's a few more places we could use help. Yes, we could have got Lemon earlier. That would have been nice, but I think, and then I believe we traded. What was it, Springwell? Not Springwell, the other one. I can't think of his name right now. Slipped my mind. But I believe our defense is solid. Like I said, defense could get us to almost the same game that we get to every fucking year. It'd be nice to get past that, you motherfuckers. But but again, like, I know Aaron Rodgers coming back more than likely. My bad. Make it hold it. I know Aaron Rodgers is coming back more than likely. I mean, we picked up McCarthy. It'd be nice to, like I said, get some more offensive tackles, and then I would say a good tight end would probably do us pretty good.
Freiermuth, Darnell Washington.
I do, but I'd like a little bit of depth. Like, I mean, Freiermuth is good, and he makes great catches, and he's a good block, honestly. But I just don't want him as a every down tight end, and he ends up getting hurt. It'd be nice to just have a little bit of rotation there. Let him block sometimes, or let him like just play receiver for a few runs and a few series. But also I believe we still have Queen, and that would be. I mean, he's really good. I believe we could use another defensive edge on the opposite side.
I was gonna say. So, do you feel like it's time to start looking for TJ's replacement? I mean,
I would hope the fuck not, because I mean, I know he's getting up there, but hey, brother, if you can go just a few more, we need you. Nah, I mean, TJ's getting up there, so I definitely expect them to start hopefully looking towards the future. But with Mike McCarthy back there, I don't really care too much for Mike. Yeah. I don't know what his game plan is or what he plans to do. So I can't really speak too much on it now. Like I said, we have to see what changes he's going to make. Drafting a offensive tackle in the first round was pretty decent. I mean, that's at least like half a point in my book. So I think that, like I said, we'll probably end up either short of the wild card, or we'll probably be in the same game and lose again.
Right.
For the,
I feel like that's the ceiling.
What's the date? The 13th season. It'd be nice to see a little difference. But I was gonna ask, what do you guys think about the Bengals?
Man, I really like what they're doing right now. I mean, they're fixing up that defense. You know that offense is going to be fine. The past few seasons, they've worked on the O-line to help.
Yeah, that's a big increase.
They've helped a lot with that for Joe Burrow. And the fact that they went out and traded the 10th overall pick, because they realized, you know what, there's nobody really that they could care for at that pick, because the top guys at the edge are going to be gone. So you go out and get a guy like Sexy Dexy. And then later on,
Talk about a guy that can dance.
Yeah.
That guy can dance.
That boy got them hips like Shakira, boy. They don't lie. But not only that, man. Then they go out in the second round just now, and they got Cassius Howell out of A&M. So, I mean, they got another edge rusher. I mean, they're making moves on that defense, right? They're trying to make things happen for Joe Burrow, trying to get out of that bottom 5 defense. Yeah. And let's just say they just go up to halfway to the 16th ranked defense. I mean, just that alone is going to give Joe Burrow all the chances in the world to at least make the AFC Championship again. Right. And if he gets there, it's hard to say that he's not going to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, Joe's a phenomenal player, and the team overall, it's like they performed, but they missed those opportunities. And like you said, the defense has just been lackadaisical in the last, like, I would say 3 to 4 years, roughly. Like they've been like they have their moments, but flashes aren't enough. You gotta stay consistent.
There's not a single player on the Bengal defense that I can name that notably that has done something crazy in the last couple of years.
No,
like you know what I mean, like led the league in tackles or anything like that. Had a standout game. It's just you know who's out. You kind of just know who's out there. Like when you watch them play, like, oh, they have this guy, but like
Trey Hendrickson.
I was gonna say,
other than him,
outside of that return, bro.
But yeah,
he's gone now.
He's gone now. He went
to their rival.
Exactly. He's in the division still. So like yeah, but I have a question about the whole Sexy Dexy trade. Did the Bengals oversell on that? Like, they gave away the 10th pick, bro.
Yeah.
Granted, yes, Dexter Lawrence is definitely going to change their defense. Mm-hmm. But, like...
Was it 10th pick?
I don't know. The 10th, yeah.
The 10th pick was...
a little high on the list, I'm not going to lie.
Did they really look at the draft and think, like, no one here that we could get at 10 is going to change our team?
I mean, the only player that they would have gotten would have been Caleb Downs at that point because all the pass rushes were gone. They didn't want Ruben Bain. David Bailey was gone. Sonny Styles was gone. Arvell Reese was gone.
Right.
So, I mean, at that point, it was Francis Mauigoa at the 10th pick, which, honestly, it helps the Giants, and Sexy Dexy helps the Bengals stop the run.
I agree.
So, honestly, I don't think they overpaid. I think that was, like, the right amount because Dexter Lawrence was the most double-covered, double-teamed player in the league last year, which is saying a lot about how disruptive he is. So, you have that, and then you're adding more on the outside with Cassius Howell. Like, that's showing a lot that the Bengals are really looking to help on that defense. I don't think they overpaid at all.
All right, so who y'all think? And maybe we could save this for next episode. Y'all let me know what you think. But like, I mean, because we're still like the third round just started, so we still have like the rest of the draft to go through. You know, we've just finished the second round. Yep. But I'm curious if y'all just like who do y'all is your like way too early predictions on who's going to win what division going into next year. I think. I mean, I feel like that's a big conversation. Maybe we should save it for next time. But
let's just do our own divisions. I mean, shit. At this point,
okay, fair.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just do
all right. NFC East. You know, I think it's going to come down to Giants and Eagles. I still don't know if the Commanders have done enough, you know, and it's especially after Jaden Daniels' injury last year. We don't have Moose here to like bow down before him, you know, and defend them and all of the little moves they've made. I don't pay attention to them that close, but I just don't think that they're there, right? I don't think any team from the NFC East next year is going to be in like a full like serious contention for the bowl, if I'm being completely honest, including the Eagles. Right. I just it's still, and like I said, way too early. Just based off of the way that last year ended and the vibes that were in that team, in that organization last year, it was not a good time. Yeah. You know, I'm still fucking repping them. Always will. Got my Cooper DeJean jersey on. Shirt, whatever. But, I mean, I don't think Dallas is... They always can. You know, they still have enough weapons where they can always put up a fight. They could technically probably beat almost anybody in the NFL, but... As long as Jerry Jones is alive, they ain't winning shit. So, like, I'm really not worried about them. But you go ahead with your NFC South, the trash mountain of the NFC.
Man, baby, we know who's taking it. Who that, baby? They getting sucked tonight, boy. But I'm not even going to lie, though. I do think it's going to be tough between...
Ruben Bain Jr. for... that's for...
that's the first round. Yeah. But goddamn, I really don't even want to say the fucking Dirty Birds, man, because like they always play so tough against the Saints, and I fucking hate the Falcons. I hate everything about Georgia itself. Fuck that place. Honestly, it's just fuck Georgia as a whole. The Atlanta Falcons as a whole, I hate them so much. I'm glad they blew that 28-3 lead. You fuckers.
It's an old wound.
Yes, man. Old wounds. I hope that shit still burns. I'll put salt on that bitch.
It does.
But like, god damn, man. It's just with them. I hope Michael Penix just cannot do it. And Tua, I mean, that dude's one concussion away from death at this point. So I don't know. I really do feel like it's gonna come down between the Saints and the Falcons. The Buccaneers, Baker just keeps on looking like a mess, and yeah, he got hurt last year and ended up like playing hurt. Yeah. But man, that offense alone, they're just Mike Evans is getting old.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he is gone. Yeah, he's with San Francisco. Yeah, he's with San Francisco. Yeah, so he's gone.
Godwin
and Ibuka. Yep. And at this point, I just don't think that Buccaneers offense can continue to do it with just Bucky Irving and Sean Tucker. I don't know. I just think it's going to go between the Saints and the Falcons. I think the Panthers had their Cinderella story last year, and they got clapped.
I don't think that Godwin has been the same since the injury.
He has.
I think that took him out.
Well, he's had a few. Right?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's had more. Yeah, he's had more than one. But this last one, like, you just could see the decline quickly. He became easy to guard in a sense.
I think I disagree about the Panthers being like out all of a sudden. I don't know if I completely ruled them out, man. I mean, like, who the fuck did they just get? They got a tackle from Georgia.
Can you tell me who the running back is?
It's not Rico Dowdle. But
Jonathan Brooks.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
He's back now.
I guess he might play because he tore his Achilles, right?
Yeah, but you know who else they got? Just Chuba Hubbard.
That's it.
So I mean, who's really running the rock? What improvements did they make?
I mean, they're just not a bad team, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I think
Bryce
Young, I think is the best quarterback. Oh, I can't say that with Baker in there. Fuck. I don't know, man. I think they're all just at the equal level of like they're all almost good.
I say 8-10.
I still think it goes to Atlanta though.
I can understand that. And that's why I said
Bijan, bro.
It is Bijan. That's why I think it's going to be between Atlanta and New Orleans. It's just like Travis Achan, got you, baby. He's gonna ball out, and then we got the light skin duo. So like, you know what, Olave and Tyson, as long as they stay healthy, that division getting shucked, boy.
All right. Well, even after the draft, all I gotta say is fuck the Titans, fuck the Jags, fuck the Colts. It's still Texans, baby. We winning that shit again. I don't care what you say. That we still got the same defense. We just got better on defense. The O-line should suffice for this season. We're gonna have Tank Dell back, hopefully healthy. We have David Montgomery now. So, and again, the rest of the division, to me, the Jags have not done anything to get better.
No.
Let's see. The Titans, sure, they drafted Tate. They got Wan'Dale Robinson. So I think the Titans will be better, and they might even jump over one of these teams I just named. The Colts, they pay Daniel Jones, so obviously he's gonna play. We don't know when, but Jonathan Taylor can literally not continue just to carry that team everywhere forever.
And they have no receivers over there.
Yeah, they re-signed Alec Pierce because they're like that's literally all they could do.
He got overpaid.
Yeah, and so like looking at those three teams and the Texans still having the defense they have, I'm really not worried. And especially if we have to go into a war against any of those teams, like I'll take the Texans any day of the week, especially against the quarterbacks we're going against. Like what Cam Ward year 2, like I said, can improve for sure. Trevor Lawrence is already past like his 5th year, and they paid him, they don't get me wrong, the Jags were good this past season, but now they've lost Etienne. They're not gonna, in my opinion, they're not gonna be much better.
Hunter's supposed to play corner more.
But yeah, like I said, the Texans are gonna win the division again. I'd be very surprised. Sure, like I said, the Jags could make a run again like they did last season. I don't see the Colts competing as hard as they did last year. Well, that's the thing. The Colts started off great and then they fell off a cliff. So like I could see something similar happen. And again, the Titans I think will improve, but they're not going to be like a threat to us at all. So it's
5 games.
Yeah, so it's really about Texans winning the division and then what they do from that when the playoffs come around. Because obviously we saw what happened this last season. That's still fresh on everyone's mind, and we have to get over that hump. But all right, Aaron,
On toughest division.
I was gonna say because
so like
I mean, it's honestly gonna be a rough division.
Real quick pause. Breaking news.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
Shit.
I'm nervous.
Carson Beck just got drafted.
Who? Oh wait. We have to guess. I'm gonna say.
this is start of the 3rd round.
I'm saying Cardinals.
That'd be hilarious.
Who do you got? Who do you think they just got drafted?
Who drafted?
To?
I'm gonna say the Dolphins because he's already in Miami.
Damn.
I already saw it, so I can't guess.
Jacksonville.
It was the Cardinals. Let's go!
It's
All right,
Josh Rosen part 2. Josh Rosen part 2.
Well-
Fucking call it.
Real quick to our friend Mike, if you see this, I'm sorry.
Mike.
Yeah, damn. You hated the Jeremiah Love pick last night, and now you got Carson Beck, who I've been slandering this whole week. So like, damn. I hate it had to be you, buddy. But yeah,
I'm not mad it was you. I'm just glad. Enjoy. Now go ahead, Aaron.
Right, yeah,
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I mean, that's breaking news. I get it. Back to you in studio. No. Nah, honestly, it's a really tough division. But to be fair, I mean, all of our teams are kind of shitty at the same time. So, I mean, we're all literally Ravens, Bengals, Browns, yeah. And to me, I feel like the Browns probably did the best out of everybody in my division in the draft with Denzel Boston and what was it, Casey Conception. Mm-hmm. I mean, those were really good pickups. Like I said, we got a no lineman. I was like, we got a no lineman. I'm not really sure who the Ravens picked up.
They drafted the top guard in the draft.
Top guard.
So
that
solidified for Tyler Linderbaum.
That helps them, but honestly, their defense is not. It's not the Ravens' defense anymore. No. And then the Bengals. I mean, we just spoke about their defense as well. So I mean, to be fair, we have the best. To me, we have the best defense in our division, which will probably get us through a solid 8 or 9 games. It's hard to say we're going to be at the top with our quarterback position kind of up in the clouds right now. So, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers goes out, I'm gonna be realistic and say we probably will fall to like maybe 2nd or 3rd in the division. And I want to say go to the Ravens, but like I said, it's all going to be, to me, a game apart. Like, I can see if the Browns walk away from Deshaun and let Shedeur get in there, honestly, I think they could probably be the most beneficial.
I can see that too, honestly, with the Browns. Like, the Browns, honestly, I personally think they have the best defense in the division. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when we did the fantasy, the draft that we did, I chose the Browns right out, because I mean, the defense is phenomenal. It's just their offense that hasn't been able to produce. And to be fair, I mean, neither did I. So I mean, we scored 7 points. So I mean, it's really a toss up. It's hard to say who would lead the division, but honestly, if I put my money on it, I probably would agree with you actually and say the Browns. To be fair, yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it's real. It's realistic. I mean,
that's not what I was expecting. I thought you were going to say Bengals.
No, I mean,
we were just talking about them too.
Yeah, no, the Bengals are going to be decent, but like I said, defense plays a hard part in our league. They are adjusting, but the thing is, those adjustments have to take place, and those people have to come in and learn. Exactly.
Adjusting could be like they gave up 30 points a game last year. Now it's like 21.
So it's like
Burrow's still having to throw like 4 touchdowns a game.
I'm sure if we went in and like looked at their schedule from this last year, if we changed all of their games to like only 21 points against them, I'm curious how many wins they would have had.
That's true.
They would have honestly a lot more. They're typically a decently high scoring team. I would say they average maybe like 25 to 30 points. I wouldn't say a game. Maybe that's a little high, but the Bengals. Yeah, I feel like they're a pretty decently high scoring team.
They were happy
with Joe Flacco.
In the past, it was just their defense would also give up 30 to 40 points. So then they're sitting there competing in the fourth quarter. And I mean, I don't know how many games we had with, Joe Burrow mine just did the same thing. Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase, like multiple game touchdowns, and the defense is sitting there giving up also last minute touchdowns as well. So they kind of always end up in a tough situation. Mm-hmm. I think having to fight hard every game, honestly they could get more games to where they have maybe like a 5 to 10 point cushion going into like the fourth quarter, or going like, let's say maybe about 5 or 6 minutes left, and kind of give your starters a minute to cool down and kind of relax instead of putting them out there and straining them for 4 straight quarters. I think honestly they would do a lot better. Mm-hmm. But for now, I'll probably hold my pick and say the Browns will probably be leading if they give up. Yeah, if they just walk away from Deshaun, not walk away. Obviously, he's still got a contract, but let Shedeur play. Let's be honest. I mean, the kid's ready. He's been performing.
Yeah.
He's trying. He's learning. He's doing better. You know, you're not talking crazy how they, quote unquote said he was. So I think if he had opportunity, I think it would be beneficial to them.
So let's say Shedeur doesn't get the start, right? And it's Deshaun Watson for the season.
It's
and
just
he
a
doesn't
matter
get
of
hurt.
time.
We're back at the top notch.
It's a matter of time, I think,
at
right?
that point, if, like you said, the Bengals adjust and their defense adjusts, they probably could slide in there. Baltimore is not what it used to be, and I just can't see. To me, they're going to stay probably third or fourth.
And with their new head coach, because you got to think about all the head coaching changes.
He's going to have to come in and learn the players. And I mean, yeah, they study. It's one thing to study to play against them, but it's another thing to study to use them.
So I think that's going to be the biggest question mark of a division. And y'all's division is going to be because everyone got a new head coach except for the Bengals. They're the only ones that stuck with Zach Taylor, but the Ravens, I don't even remember who they got. They got Jesse Minter from the Chargers. So honestly, I think that their defense should actually take a step forward. And then the Browns got Todd Monken. So I mean that might be a big improvement to that offense.
But also, that's good. That's what I was going to say. Their offense has been not performing, usually like they should. So.
And then with the Steelers, y'all's offense is always the biggest question. And Mike McCarthy is more offensive minded.
Been preaching that this whole episode, man. Like we can't score. Our defense will literally. I mean, they perform for 3 quarters. It's kind of hard to sit there and try to. I want to say, like, in a sense. Like I said, our defense will get us 8 or 9 games, and then we just need the offense to step up. But they got to decide what they're going to do. If Aaron Rodgers is going to go or
Will Howard's the guy.
Yeah, man. I say try the kid. Like let him play, bro. He's been behind Aaron for some time. Hopefully they build some kind of connection to mentor student type deal. Don't go into the sabbatical with him. Stay on the field, but take whatever knowledge you can and grow from that. Honestly, I would love to see Will Howard play and flourish. It'd be nice to actually score 30 points a game or get close to.
It'd be nice to see Mike McCarthy turn at all the Steelers fans and say, Rodgers is on sabbatical, sweetie. But yeah, no, honestly, I think that division probably ends up going to the Bengals at that point, just based on the new head coaches. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it could literally just be between any of y'all. Yeah. There's no favorite at that point. It's just based on the only head coach that's been in the division. That was the only reason I'd say the Bengals, because honestly, that defense might not be able to stop a nosebleed again, for all we know.
That's going to be their biggest issue is being able to plug up those holes and keep some good coverage.
All right.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. Appreciate y'all watching. On the next episode, we'll talk about the actual draft recap.
Yeah.
And maybe full picture, maybe do a real early division pick on everything, and we'll go from there. Yep. Catch y'all next time.
Peace.